The State Savings Bank of Victoria presents students from Broadmeadows High School and Beaumaris High School competing tonight on its academic. And it's good to have you with us again for its academic. We start as usual by introducing the teams, and from Broadmeadows High School we have Anne O'Kane, Karen Swanee, the captain, and Unto Toivonen, who's in the team. I'll tell you about Unto. Unto means Anthony, and he comes from Finland. Team number 2 from Beaumaris High School, Adrian Ratcliffe, Martin Hay, the captain, and John Pederick. The object of each team is, of course, the highest score, and a winner's state champion, $2,000. That is a state savings bank account of the value of $500 to each member of the winning team, and $500 from the state savings bank to the winning school. And now here's BOAC's Captain Bristow to tell you all about the wonderful trip by BOAC for this year's Australian Grand Final winners of its academic.
Well, once again this week, it's very nice to be talking to the possible champions. You know, I think they're going to find London full of fascinating things to see, and some quite unusual.
The rules for round 1 are quite simple. You have 1 minute in which to answer 10 questions. There are no penalties except in the beat the buzzer round at the end. If you get any correct answer, you'll get 10 points. And if you get all 10 correct answers, you'll get a bonus of 50 points at the end of the round, okay? And the unanswered questions, or incorrectly answered questions, will come back to you in the form of a mini beat the buzzer, where you will lose points if your answer is incorrect once you've got the chance to answer the question. Broadmeadows, you ready? Good. Captain of Beaumaris, Martin, would you pick a packet?
Number 4, please.
Thank you. Here we go. For Broadmeadows High School, spell inflammable.
I-N-F-L-A-M-A-B-L-E.
Now that's wrong. In which state is the Murchison River?
Western Australia.
That's right. Shaw's Pygmalion became a musical called what?
Marcella.
That's right. What kind of creature is a fulmar? F-U-L-M-A-R.
Bird.
That's right. Look at the monitor and rearrange these letters to form a nationality, starting with D.
Dutch.
Right. Using a prefix gives the opposite of worthy.
Unworthy.
Right. Which anesthetic has the chemical formula CHCl3? Right. Which ice cream-based sweet was named in honour of a great Australian singer?
True.
No, break it up. Which European discovered the island of Cuba? Okay. And what ends with O and means nothing?
0.
That's right. You just got that one, and there goes the bell. And you've missed out on a few, but you've got 60 points for Meadows High School, which is not a bad start at all. Beaumaris, are you ready? Good. Captain of Broadmeadows, Karen, would you pick a packet?
Number 13, please.
Girls always go for 30. Right, here we come. Beaumaris High School. Spell insufficient.
I-N-S-U-F-F-I-C-I-E-N-T.
That's right. In which Middle East country is the Great Aswan Dance?
Egypt.
Right. Wagner, Verdi, and Puccini all composed a similar type of musical work. What was it? Wagner, Verdi, Puccini.
Opera.
That's right. Good. What kind of creature is a macaw?
Bird.
Right. Look at your monitor. Name the odd man out.
Chad.
That's right, because it's a lake and the other's a river. Using a prefix, what is the opposite of advantage?
Disadvantage.
That's right. Which common pet has the imposing title Musca domestica? Musca domestica.
Fly.
That's right. Fly. House fire. He said it first. Which king did Guy Fawkes try to blow up?
Pass.
Right. In which country is Chesapeake Bay?
United States.
That's right. What is a tantrum? Fit of
anger.
That's right. Yeah, very good. Okay. So we got 90 points there for Beaumaris High School. You missed out on one question and only just missed out on the bonus. Broadmeadows, have your fingers ready on the button because there's a beat the buzzer round. Do not answer till I name the school, please. Okay? Which king did Guy Fawkes try to blow up, Broadmeadows?
Charles. Okay.
No, it was James I. You're wrong and you slipped back 10 points there. Spell inflammable, Beaumaris.
I-N-F-L-A-N-N-I-B-L-E.
No, it should have been A-B-L-E. Which anesthetic has the chemical formula CHCl3? Nobody knows that one. It's chloroform. I didn't know it until I read it either. Which ice cream-based sweet was named in honour at Beaumaris?
Melba?
That's right. Very good. A peach Melba. Which European discovered the island of Cuba, Beaumaris?
Columbus.
That's very good. And there we have a score of 50 points for Broadmeadows High, 100 points for Beaumaris High School at the end of round one. We'll be back in round two in just a moment.
Hey, man, have some twisties. Really start things happening.
Twisties give your life a sparkle. Twisties brighten up your day. Twisties get you off the mark. You'll hear everybody saying, Margie. Twisties put a sparkle in your day.
Moffat's going to be there. Gagan's going to be there. So is Beachy and Brock.
Jane's not sure.
Big, bad Sandown.
In addition to the $2,000 prize money for the state final winners, the State Savings Bank are offering $100 to each member of the team placed second and $50 to each member of the team placed third in the state final, which is a very nice prize. And each school reaching the state final of its academic will receive a remarkable TC-180 cassette recorder that is so powerful you can even use it as a public address system. Remember, Sony sets the standard. Also, each school reaching the state final receives 24-volume World Book Encyclopedia, including 2 volumes of Australasia, based on Australian school courses of study. World Book contains over 14,000 pages, 30,000 illustrations, and 10,000 subjects in colour. In round 2 of its academic, we have at the same time 10 questions, but you lose points if your answer is incorrect. So you score 10 if your answer is right, lose 10 if your answer is wrong, and 5 come off if you pass or fail to answer the question, and there's a mini beat buzzer at the end of the round. Beaumaris, we're starting with you. You ready? Okay, pick a packet, would you please, Karen?
Number 1, please, Mr. Green.
Thank you. Beaumaris have 100 points on the board. Would you start by spelling indispensable?
I-N-D-I-S-P-E-N-S-A-B-L-E.
Right. In which South American country, starting with C, is the city of Bogota?
Chile.
No, that's wrong. Pizzicato is a term used in what?
Music.
Right. What kind of creature is a babbler?
Pass.
Right. Look at your monitor and make a word meaning female office worker.
Secretary.
Right. Using a prefix, give the opposite of supportable.
Insupportable.
Right. Which 6-letter word, starting with P, means the fertilizing powder of flowers?
Pollen.
Right. Which Henry, put man on 4 wheels?
Henry Ford.
That's right. Which European country, starting with S, owned Puerto Rico before it was ceded to the United States?
Spain.
Right. What ends in MIT and means to leave out?
Omit.
That's right. Very good indeed. You missed out on 2, so your score is 165, Beaumaris High School. Broadmeadows, are you ready? Beaumaris, pick packet.
Number 6, please.
Thank you. Broadmeadows High School with 50 points on the board. Would you start with spelling satellite?
S-A-T-E-L-L-I-T-E.
That's right. On which river, starting with A, is Stratford, Shakespeare's birthplace?
Pass.
Jupiter or Pluto? Which planet is further away from the Sun?
Pluto.
Right. Who was known as the Iron Chancellor?
Pass.
Right. Look at your monitor. Rearrange these letters to form the name of an ocean.
Indian.
Right. If something were described as cornute, C-O-R-N-U-T-E, what shape would it be?
Pass.
Right. What is the name of the prairie wolf with a bushy tail and a hairy coat found from Canada to Mexico?
Coyote.
That's right. Declare is the verb. What is the noun?
Declaration.
Right. Which great religious leader was born about 560
Muhammad.
BC? No, that's wrong. I'm sorry. Which word beginning with para, P-A-R-A, means a section of a letter or
Paragraph.
Right. Very good. You missed out on 4 there. 85 points you have, Broadmeadows High School. Here they come back again. In which South American country starting with C is the city of Bogota, Broadmeadows?
Colombia.
That's right. What kind of creature is a babbler? Anybody want to stab at it? Nobody knows it, I bet. You can have a guess if you want to. Nobody's risking it. It's a bird and nobody scores. And on which river starting with A, Beaumaris?
Avon.
That's right. Who was known as the Iron Chancellor, Beaumaris? That's right. And if something were cornute, what shape would it be? Cornute is horn-shaped, and I didn't know that one until I read it. I've never heard of the word. In which which great religious leader was born about 560 BC? Beaumaris?
Confucius.
No. Buddha is the answer, and it might have been helpful if we'd had a B to give you a clue, but never mind. At the end of round 2, we got Beaumaris High School 95, beg your pardon, Broadmeadows High School 95, Beaumaris High School 175. Good scores, and we'll be back with the scores doubled in round 3.
Have a bite of fun, have a cherry ripe. Have a bite of fun, have a cherry ripe.
Each school taking part in its academic receives a 2-volume World Book Dictionary containing English, American and Australian words as well as many foreign words and phrases used in everyday speech. The World Book Dictionary also contains a 124-page guide to improve spoken and written expression. In the third round, the points values double, so you get 20 points for every correct answer, but you lose 20 for any incorrect answer, and you lose 10 if you pass or fail to answer a question. Same little beat the buzzer at the end of the round, and we'll be starting with Broadmeadows. You ready, Karen? Good. Captain of Beaumaris, Martin, take a take it.
11, please.
Thank you. 95 points for Broadmeadows. Would you start by spelling oscillate?
O-S-C-O-L-A-T-E.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. In which state of Australia are the Flinders Ranges?
Australia.
Right. Choir is the noun. What is the adjective? Right. Which of the elements is represented by the letters Ca?
Calcium.
Right. Now look at your monitor and rearrange these letters to make a car make or model starting with R. That's right. Yes, very good. The Coronation Scot and the Flying Scotsman were famous British what?
Sailors.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Who were commanded, or rather, who commanded the Australian Army at the end of World War II? What is bronco busting? Have you heard of that?
Horse riding. Breaking horses in.
Breaking horses, right. Okay, we'll give you that one, and we'll miss out on the last question because the bell has gone, and you've got a total of 135 points, Broadmeadows. Sorry. Beaumaris, ready?
Yes.
Good. Captain of Broadmeadows, Karen, pick a pack.
Number 2, please, Mr. Webb.
Beaumaris High School have 175 points on the board. Would you start by spelling occurred?
O-C-C-U-R-R-E-D.
Right. Northeast of Leningrad in Russia is a large lake. What's its name?
Pass.
Right. Calculate is the verb. What is the noun?
Calculation.
Right. Which number of Apollo, I think that's the flight number they mean, came near to disaster in 1970?
13.
Right. Look at your monitor and rearrange these letters to form a country ending with O.
Mexico.
Right. Name the ship which transported the pilgrims from England to Plymouth in...
Mayflower.
Right. Which word starting with V for victory was the name of groups of self-appointed American citizens to enforce law and order? Starts with Z. Law and order into their own hands. No? All right. In which of the Shakespeare's plays does the character Cassius appear?
Julius Caesar.
Right. What is an ocelot?
Type of cat.
I got two answers there.
Type of cat.
Type of cat is right, and we missed out on the last question because the bell goes. You've got a couple there coming back to you, but Beaumaris High School at the end of that round, you've got 295 points, which is a good score. Fingers on the buzzers. Don't answer till I name the school. Spell oscillate. Beaumaris.
O-S-C-I-L-L-A-T-E.
Right, okay. The Coronation Scot and the Flying Scotsman were famous British what, Beaumaris? Right. Who commanded the Australian Army at the end of World War II, Beaumaris?
Blimey.
Right. Northeast of Leningrad in Russia is a large lake. What's its name? Unto? You don't know this one? Ladiger is the answer. Nobody scores. Which word, starting with V for victory, was the name of the groups of self-appointed American citizens to enforce law and order? Nobody knows. Vigilantes is the answer. Nobody scores on that lot. So, at the end of round 3, we've got Broadmeadows High School 115, Beaumaris High School 355. And we're coming back to beat the buzzer when Broadmeadows might catch up.
To be a battle royal between these three makes of series production cars, the Chrysler Chargers, the Holden XU1s and the Ford GTHOs.
And striding off in front is Alan Moffat. Moffat, you can see, is clipping apexes, really driving the car very hard. Peter Brock has either blown an outside tyre or broken outside front wheel. Chargers are a magic thing in a straight line.
Anything can happen in the sport of motor racing, and Alan Moffat is hoping, quite honestly, that it won't.
Big Bad Santa.
What a lovely pie, me boys are 4 and 25. A lovely tasty pastry in a 4 and 25. Lots of lovely tender meats, the finest you can buy. Our lovely pie, me boys are 4 and 25.
Bristow told you earlier, the grand final winners in the Australian grand final will be going to London, but the runners-up will be going to Hong Kong, the East. Anything well done is always worth seeing, and the runners-up in its academic national competition will certainly get to see plenty of good things when they fly the exciting BOAC 747 to Singapore, Bangkok, and Hong Kong. Okay, every team member taking part in this academic receives a Schaefer pen and ballpoint set. Every member of every team reaching the state final will be presented with this magnificent gold Schaefer pen and pencil set. And the winning interstate teams will be accommodated in an MFA motel. Beat the buzzer, it's a free-for-all with questions going to the ones who push the buzzer first, okay? They are getting a chance to answer. You get 20 points if your answer is right. You'll lose 20 points if your answer is wrong. And please don't answer till I name your school because I am forced to take 20 points off if you do that, right? Here we go. Phlox, P-H-L-O-X, are flowers. Oh, I spelled it for you. Next question. 15, I thought you wouldn't understand what I was talking about. 15 is what lowest term fraction of 60? Broadmeadows?
1/4.
That's very good, right. For what reason is a May Day signal sent out?
Help.
Right, good. Against the forces of which European country the Indochina War fought? Beaumaris? Right. Using a prefix, what is the opposite of decisive? Broadmeadows?
Undecisive.
No, indecisive it should have been, that's wrong. With which sport do you associate John Landy? Broadmeadows?
Running.
Right. How many white squares are there on a chessboard? 32 is the answer, nobody scored. Give the title of the novel, now a successful film, written by the Russian author Boris Pasternak. A novel that Boris Pasternak wrote was made into a film, Dr. Zhivago, nobody scored. How many very famous people, or there are many famous people, from what walk of life living in Beverly Hills? Broadmeadows?
Movie actors.
That's right, good. A nuncio, N-U-N-C-I-O, is a representative of which special state? And nuncio is a representative of the Vatican. Nobody scored. The followers of which religion use the term Maharaja to mean prince? Beaumaris?
Hindu.
That's right, Hindu. Action is the noun. What is the adjective? Beaumaris?
Adverb. Adjective.
Oh, I'm sorry, we got the wrong answer first, and we must give it against. We had another similar case up the line. In which continent is the Missouri River?
North America.
Right. How many articles, each worth 14 cents, can I buy for $1.12? Broadmeadows?
8.
Right. Name the Irishman who led the gold miners at the Eureka Stockade. The Irishman who led the gold miners at the Eureka Stockade. Peter Lawler, nobody scored. Name the Roman emperor who reformed the calendar of 468 BC. Beaumaris?
Augustus.
No, Julius Caesar is the answer. That's wrong. Carcinoma is the medical term for which dreaded disease? Carcinoma? Nobody knows. Cancer is the answer. In which country would one find the painted desert? Nobody knows. America, Arizona is the answer. What is meant by these initial letters? HMAS. Beaumaris?
Her Majesty's Australian ship.
Right. In the United States of America, what starting with C do they call the game that we call draft? Broadmeadows?
Chicken?
That's right. Which brother and sister were lost in the woods because birds ate their breadcrumbs? Broadmeadows? That's right. How many inches are there in 7 1/4 feet? Broadmeadows?
7.
Right. Give one word of 11 letters, which means to make inquiries into an occurrence. Broadmeadows?
Investigate.
Right. Which Asian republic was established on the 4th of July, 1946? I'll tell you the answer. Philippines is the answer. What word of 4 letters has these 2 meanings? Listen. A tract of open heath and to tie up a ship. It starts with M and it's a 4-letter word. Nobody knows it? Oh, Beaumaris?
More.
More is right. Good. Spell the word laboratory. Broadmeadows.
Laboratory.
Right. Good. No, I made a mistake there. Okay. Labor. I think you said C. Did you put out the A? Yeah. It could have been 8. Okay. Which or what is the highest common factor of 81 and 63? Broadmeadows.
9.
Right. In which ocean are the Marquesas Islands located? The ocean is the Pacific. Nobody scores. What rhymes with capture and means ecstasy? Beaumaris? That's right. What we call braces, the Americans call something else starting with S. Beaumaris?
Suspenders.
That's right. Which husband and wife ruled jointly in England from 1689 to 1702, Broadmeadows?
William and Mary.
Right, very good. What is the correct name for the Aboriginal music instrument called a drone pipe? Broadmeadows?
Didgeridoo.
Right. How many ounces are there in 2 3/8 pounds, Broadmeadows?
38.
Right. Which one vowel does not occur in the word fashionable? Broadmeadows?
U.
Right. Very good. In which part of the human anatomy are the vertebrae bones located, Broadmeadows?
Backbone.
That's right. Of which country, starting with I, was the late Dr. Sukarno, once a dictator? Beaumaris?
Indonesia.
Right. How many yards are there in 1.5 chains? How many yards, Broadmeadows?
33.
That's right. Which country exploded the first atom bomb in 1945, Broadmeadows?
America.
That's right. Spell plateau, Broadmeadows?
P-L-A-T-A-U.
Right. What is the home country of the international airline known as MSA?
Malaysia.
Right. In which sport is a wedge used? A wedge is used in a sport. The name of a nobody knows it. It's a golf club. Okay. What is the cosine of the smallest angle of a 3 to 4 to 5 triangle? Anybody know it? No? All right. 4/5 is the answer. What is the term commonly given to a monastery ruled by an abbot? A monastery ruled by an abbot is known as an abbey. Verona, of Shakespeare fame, is in which Mediterranean country? Verona is in Italy. Nobody scores. What 3-letter name do we give to a holiday resort possessing mineral springs and it's claimed to have it at Beaumaris? That's right. Name the lake on the southwestern shore of which the city of Chicago is located. The name of the lake on which Beaumaris?
Michigan.
That's right. If a man celebrated his 84th birthday in 1971, when was he born? Okay, 1887, I think it is. What sort of animals did the United States of America present to China during Mr. Nixon's visit? Nobody read this? Musk oxen, is something hard to remember. With the exploration of which continent do you associate the Lewis and Clark expedition of 1804 to 1806, Broadmeadows?
Asia.
No, North America it should have been. The perimeter of a square is 1 foot. What is its area? Broadmeadows?
1 square foot.
No, it could be 1/16 of a square foot. Which is the lowest pitched string of a violin? The lowest pitched string of a violin is a concert, isn't it? Nobody knows it's a G string and nobody scores there. And that's it. At the end of this round, we've got Broadmeadows High School 395 points to Beaumaris High School, the winners, with 535 points. Certainly, Broadmeadows, you did a lot of work in the Beat the Buzz around there, and I think we're going to catch up and at least level with Beaumaris, but we just didn't have the time, I guess. And we'd like to thank the teachers and principals of the schools concerned for their help in organising the programme, and remind you that next week we'll be having another session of this academic, if you'd care to tune in. Good night.